Welcome to just let's just get this over with. I butched up the intro. Good shit. Anyway, hi. Welcome to Let's Just Get This Over With, the insane bullshit podcast that I do when I'm bored and petty internet drama is about. And today, I have a special treat for you. Oh boy. Oh fucking boy. Actually, Fedmeister's friend gave us all a nice Thanksgiving treat. And let's just say it's not one that it's a treat for everyone, but it's not a treat for us. Let's just say that. So, does anyone remember the Fedmeister situation with Pokemon? Does anyone remember that? You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. It was before my time. It was literally before my time. However, there. However, also I realize. Oi. Very nice. All right, cool. There we go. It's always something. It's always something. Anyway, it's always something. I swear to God. But no, does anyone remember the Fedmeister situation? If you don't, well, it's okay, because I don't either. This was something that happened even before my time. Well, good news for you. Let me recap what happened. Basically, because I had gotten a recap of all this shit that happened, because again, this was before my time as well, on being in the commentary, on being a streamer, and all this other fun shit, right? So let me give you a recap, right? Basically, this guy, Fedmeister, had basically created a didn't create, but he was a part of this group called Offline TV, right? And so they made it seem like that this house was more of a business situation. Well, and however, when it's a business situation, you're not going around sleeping with or you're not both A, females, and B, the males are not sleeping together because it's just a friend thing. No, you don't do that. So basically, Pokimane here, the queen of the simps, she she thought it would be a great idea to accuse this guy of raping her and shit, right, or whatever. Essentially, what we have here, right. And this is kind of funny to me because years later, we actually have well, let me put it this way. Am I still waking up? Oh, absolutely. I'm still waking up. I don't do this so well. Anyway, but let me put it this way, right? Basically, Fedmeister had cobbled up together a lot of evidence to put this document together. And initially, he didn't want to put this out. But thankfully, Fedmeister has good people in his life. And one guy, had actually went out of his way to basically leak that document. And here we have the Queen of Simps herself, 2 out of 10, Miss 2 out of 10, Pokimane. Basically just going out of her way to respond to it. Now, let me give you a dilemma here. She doesn't know what this is until way later, and then she starts freaking out. Right? This clip is from Destiny's stream. I know I've shit talked a lot about Destiny before, but this is one of those things where it's like I have to say in the commentary community, we hate everyone, we hate everybody, but we hate each other, we hate everybody, but it's okay. Because at least we can agree on some things, and I can admit that Destiny is right in this situation. This is a fucking detriment to her career. It's not gonna destroy it. Let me paraphrase that. It's a detriment to her image and her career, but it's not going to destroy her career. It will destroy her image. And the reason is because all this led up to is her getting her mask taken off. And if you don't know anything about, right, about when it comes to being an entertainer. Well, let me tell you something. There are two types of people. There are the people who have masks, who keep them on at all costs, like Pokemon here, until they get removed and they show their true colors. And what ends up happening is, well, you end up having a situation where you can't put that mask back on because now that image is embedded into people. But then you have people like me and Hunter and Tommy C and basically Keemstar and all these other people who, well, maybe not Keem. Keem has a little bit of a mask on to an extent. But you have people like me and some other people who don't have a mask, and they're passionate about what they do, but at the same time, they're not afraid to express themselves, right? So let me shut up. Let's take this in. Destiny, this is Destiny's clip of him watching Pokey react to this. So let's just go into it.
More interested in seeing me canceled, and okay, he did post it.
Let me just say one thing though. This fucking chick has the gall to fucking react to this, to like respond to this, right? And literally while this image is showing, I have to, I'll explain here in a bit later. Give me a sec.
Just like a month after everything happened, and I did tweet. I was like, in this industry, a girl fucks up with a fake bitch. A guy fucks up. OMG King, don't worry.
I like how she just laughs off all the shit that she says.
And I won't lie, that is some petty shit. I know I can sit here and be like, they're unrelated. You know, like, yeah, I saw it and I was like.
So let me be real here. So for the context, basically, she told Fed, right? Hey, don't put this out because it makes me look bad. It makes me look bad, right? So what ends up happening is instead of her just being the fucking rational human being, being like, well, too late. Actually, you know what? Actually, that option got thrown out the window. Never mind. But no, instead of her being a fucking rational human being and just saying, alright, yeah, I fucked up, I'm sorry, she tries to justify it like, oh yeah, this is some petty shit. I don't know whether I should apologize, and she starts laughing. And the reason why everyone's laughing at this part is because this is the moment we saw the mask come off. What she had done is she literally blackmailed this dude. Now, I know Tommy and Nick and Augie and all these other guys, they have said that it's not even really blackmail, it's blackmail-y, but here's my thing. You can't just sit here and tell someone who you falsely accused of, like, being a rapist, and then immediately say, listen, don't put this out, it makes me look bad, so if you don't put it out, well then, I'll help fix your career by giving you a little bit of shout out. And literally Fed took the bait. Right? And that's the fucked up part about this, is that nobody, no fucking one can help this man. I can't. Okay? No, Keemstar can't. Nick, Augie, nobody on that side of the on YouTube can fucking help this man. I can't even help this man either. Because even though I'm on Twitch, I can't help this man. Destiny can't help this man. We can't help him. And the reason is because he allowed himself to be put in this position with being baited into this. It took his fucking friend to, leak this shit out. And here's my problem with this, right? This fucking woman, I don't even want to call her a woman anymore because, like, that's a little bit too nice. This fucking monster of an individual thought it was a genius idea, okay, to fuck someone's life up. You couldn't even you had the ball to tell him no. In the DMs, Pokey, you had the balls to tell him no, right? In a way that's so indirect that, like, it was playing along a string, right? It was literally the sickest shit. You literally said, quote unquote, when he said baby, you said that's boyfriend material. You couldn't fucking just suck it up and say no. Are you fucking stupid? No, you know what? You're smart because you wanted to string a fucking narrative to ruin this guy's life. For what? So you could, like, get another one of these offline TV members fired? You know what the worst part about all of this is like I said, no one can fucking help this man. And the reason is because he took this bait. So his best bet, sadly, fucking sadly, and you know what, actually no, there is some actual red lining light on this. There actually is. There actually fucking is. And it's really shitty for me to say, but you know what? Listen, man. Fedmeister, listen. You need to get the fuck over this woman. This woman, this thing, this 2 out of 10 rating thing, is not into you. She's more into destroying you and destroying everyone around her. Okay? Get over it and build your fucking brand on her fucking ashes and kick her to the grave while you're building your brand. Keep kicking her. Kick her. Grow a fucking pair. And I know, listen, I know I've heard Fed has, like, really bad social cues and, like, very horrible way of understanding how women work. It's okay, man. I'm gay. Like, for me personally, I have horrible social cues because I have high-functioning autism. But I work on those to understand what that means, right? But I'm not going into people's beds and shit. And you know what? Honestly, Fed should have not done that. However, the women in that fucking... You know what? Honestly, it's not even a fucking streamer house. It's a frat house. Literally what this fucking place is. It's a fucking frat house. Okay? Because you don't operate a business like this. You don't. You just don't. You don't see me fucking... You don't see me if I had a business. You wouldn't see me fucking, like, grooming or fucking pampering or fucking, like, toddling the fucking... my coworkers. Because that's inappropriate. That's inappropriate in a workplace. Let alone, and you wonder why people out there have said, you have to keep these business places, these streaming houses, all male or all female. They can't be coerced. It's to prevent shit like this. Okay? I'm all about diversifying and shit, but in the event of this shit happening, to the point where a fucking individual like Pokimane can destroy this man's fucking career, are you absolutely batshit insane? Like, this dude has been financially fucked for God knows how long because of this situation. And you know what the best part is? The best part is that he has 2 options. Suck it up, give in, let her kick him to the grave, and hope to God she builds her brand up. Or he needs to grow a fucking pair, start kicking back, and fucking build his brand off her ashes. In terms of her image. Because you know what, honestly, at the end of the day, this shit with fucking Pokey, like, I kid you not, like, this is the real Pokey. This is real Pokimane that we're seeing. Like, no joke. Okay, I didn't know who this fucking chick was until the Leafy situation happened. But you know what? Now that I've done a little bit more in-depth research on this chick, Boblax has a fucking history with this chick, and it's not pretty. And you know what the other part about all this is? Is every fucking person who listens to her half-assed baked apologies, she talks to a team of PR people to ask about this. You would think some big-brained fucking cold-hard businesswoman like Pokey, and Pokey, I know you said you're not, but judging based by your actions here in a bit that we're gonna see, you clearly are a fucking cold-hearted businesswoman. I don't fucking care what you say you are. You are a fucking cold-hearted businesswoman. Hands down. You are not gonna convince me otherwise. But the fact of the matter is, the thing is that what we see here is Pokey, ever since the Leafy situation, has been slowly taking that mask off. You know, remember earlier in the year when she was like starting to give up her fucking fiasco for nice girl phase, slowly becoming an edgelord? Well, a lot of people took that into as like, hey, what if she's like slowly becoming the norm with a lot of us, like a lot of us streamers or a lot of us people, like, you know, on the internet, like, hey, like, yeah, it's okay to be kind of, you know, funny and edgy and kind of okay. It's okay. Don't step certain boundaries, obviously, you know, the obvious, racism, politics, all that other bullshit. Don't step over those. But, like, for the sake of your brand and your image, You can be a little funny. You can be edgy. You know, like, I think the best thing that she's fucking done is admit that she's attracted beta males. But that's also the worst thing, because now we get to see why she says that. And it's because of this Fedmeister shit. This Fedmeister thing is basically was the catalyst as to why she's slowly realizing her fucking fan base is a bunch of fucking simps. But that's not the worst part. She's not only stringed along Fedmeister, she's stringed along everyone else. Everyone. Every fucking person involved in her life. Her fans, her tier 3 subs, her exes, any fucking person, you know, who's watched her content, literally has listened to her make those half-baked apologies. She's stringed them along. She fooled everyone. Everyone. Like, listen, I don't give a fuck what you say, but this monster of an individual is a fucking horrible human being. Okay? I have said things in the past that, like, Alinity is probably the worst female on Twitch. But I'm probably going to have to take that away, Alinity, because Poki's actually fucking way worse than you. Probably she's the worst fucking person on Twitch. The most worst human being I have ever fucking witnessed when it comes to shit like this. You know what the worst part about all this is? Is those DMs that that everyone got to see is the fucking most ironic part, because not only did she toy him along, but she also fucking cuckolded him. And that's kind of fucking sad if you think about it. You know, like, if you, like, this is some, like, high school teenage shit. And you know what? I've heard in the past that, like, Pokey has, like, started her career when she was a teenager. That's fine. I started mine literally this year. But the thing is, you can't be doing this shit. She's about a few years older than me. She should have matured. But you know what? It's the same mentality that I had mentioned in, a lot of my commentary videos in the past about people who don't understand, who don't have those life experiences, and then end up fucking growing up to be horrible human beings like this, because they never get past that fucking age gap mentality of, is this morally okay to fuck with people like this? Yes? No? Obviously not. If you're like me, or any other rational fucking human being, you know it's not okay to fuck with people like this. You know it's not okay to toy people like this. You better just be upfront and say, I don't like you. No, but this type of shit, this isn't okay. This is like teenage level bullshit.
I feel like it's a bit soon. And I just, I didn't want to see it. Maybe I tweeted a little petty thing or not. I don't know if this is like something I'm supposed to apologize for.
What do you fucking mean this is not something you're supposed to apologize? What kind of fucking person? Hey, Pokey, what type of person doesn't apologize about shit like this? You ruined a fucking man's career because you're a fucking moron, and you just want to build yourself up. Fedmeister, if you ever have a fucking reason to kick this woman to the fucking ground in terms of her image and build your brand off that, it's this. It's fucking this reaction alone. This comment alone is the best material you could do. But you won't fucking do it, Fed. You won't. And I you know what, honestly, I get why, because you still have feelings for this woman. But Fed, if you ever fucking watch this, she hates your fucking guts. If a person wants to go out of their way to make false spin a narrative, manipulate the fuck out of you and everyone else, and spin this fucking narrative that you're somewhat a fucking rapist and got you to believe it, she fucking despises you, dude. She hates your guts. She wants you dead. Okay? And as for anyone else, I'm going to be honest for you. I'm going to be really honest with you. For any people out there, I have seen a lot of content creators come and go. I've seen the ups. I've seen the downs. I've seen a lot of people make some fucked up mistakes. But in the decade of my fucking existence on both YouTube and Twitch, as a viewer, and this year as a streamer and content creator, let me tell you something. I have never seen something like this before. Never. Never. I've seen Lion Maker fucking mentally break down. I've seen Pyro, for some reason, be accused of being a groomer when literally all it was is him being a fat fetish fuck. I've seen fucking Ethan Klein drive himself to the ground thinking he can beat the fuck out of Keemstar in a big dick energy contest of exposure. I've seen Leafy come up, get banned, come up again, get banned again. Right? I've seen fucking Smosh sell their brand, but never in my fucking whole decade of being on YouTube and Twitch, both as a viewer and a content creator, have I ever fucking seen this kind of response. I don't know whether or not I should apologize. Does anyone else hear the fucking bells ringing? Does anyone else hear the fucking black flag ringing? This is the type of people that you obviously want to stay the fuck away. And I'm honestly going to be real with you. If you're a streamer out there and you want to work with this woman, you get what you deserve. You absolutely 100% get what you deserve. I hands down, I can't fucking support this bullshit. No one should. Anyone who justifies this shit, you deserve to be fucking railed to the ground. You absolutely do. 100% deserve to be railed to the fucking ground. And because you're either uneducated about this woman, you're super fucking ignorant, or for some reason, this hadn't come across your mind for a fucking second. That maybe what you see here is just a mask. Okay? And that when that mask comes off, it's not going to be easy to put back on. Let me just be real. I've seen, like I said, people have masks. In this entertainment business, people have fucking masks. So, and Pokey's no exception. She's a fucking great actress. She's not a great entertainer, but she's a great fucking actress. And we clearly see this, because now she has her mask off. We see how fucking psychotic she is. We see how manipulative she is. Okay? And you know what? Everyone thinks like, oh, she's obviously going to not have a career. No. This woman is too big to lose her career. However, nobody is too big to lose their image. And she fucking lost it with this.
I think I'll just admit, like, yeah, I did this. Is it the nicest thing? No, but also, I was just so over it.
So then why couldn't you just tell him no? Why couldn't you just tell him no? Why couldn't you just fuck him off? Tell him to fuck off. No. Oh wait, you two are coworkers, and like Fed doesn't have the social cues to understand that, right? So you think that spinning it again? I have to reiterate, this is fucking grade A high school teenage bullshit. Like, this is the type of shit that my ex-girlfriend at the time in high school would do. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're fucking joking. You know, is it the nicest thing to do? Absolutely fucking not. You're a fucking monster. You know what? Honestly, I kinda want to say you're as bad, if not worse. If not fucking worse than I'm Alex. Okay? But you know what? Honestly, though, I'm Alex has a hand up his sleeve because he actually throws false pedo accusations. And he's actually had a few cases of cancellation on him. But you do too. You have Fed. But Fed, unlike Zaptai, is willing to fucking fight back, except he's too much of a pussy and allows his friends to leak the images. Leak these DMs, to leak everything. You know what? And you know what? Honestly, to be fair, yeah, Fed is disappointed. From what's been told, Fed is very disappointed that this has happened. But like I said, Fedmeister, why the fuck are you disappointed? No, like really, why are you disappointed? This fucking monster ruined your fucking career. This fucking thing ruined your career. Okay? This 2 out of 10 fucking bitch ruined your career. Explain to me. I really wish. This is another one of the situations where I wish I had the person on this podcast so I could ask them these questions. Because it's like I want to understand the mindset of fucking Fedmeister. Why the fuck does he still cling on to this woman? But then again, I guess you could add that to any simp, right? You could add that to any fucking simp in this situation. Because literally, according to Pokimane, all she has is beta male simps. Which, yeah, she fucking does. But but the thing is like, it makes it seem like all simps are the same. You know? Fedmeister was completely fucking different. He was a social outcast, but to the point where he worked with Pokey. He's a different type of simp. And for some reason, he can't fucking let go. Again, Fedmeister, you need to kick this woman to the fucking grave, and you need to build your brand off her horrible fucking image now. Okay? You really need to do this. Okay? No, excuse me. Nobody can fucking help you. Nobody. I can't. Destiny can't. Keemstar, Tommy, Nick Diorio. None of us can fucking help you. None of us. You have... Everyone's painting it out like you have one option. That's your best option. Is just suck it up and let her kick you and hope to God that she allows that fucking shout out to fix your career. And honestly, you know what's funny? This fucking shout out thing, the idea of Pokey ruining someone's life and then like having her shout out someone to that magically fix their career. I'm sorry. This is the fucking internet. No one fucking survives shit like that. Okay? For fuck's sake. I bring him up quite a lot on this podcast because he's such a great example. He's such a great example. And it's kind of funny, really. He's a really good example. Like, Pro Jared is a person I bring up quite a lot. Because it just goes to show how fucking stupid, you know, some people think when they're like, oh yeah, hey, I'm sorry, but I did nothing wrong. The internet doesn't forget this shit. Nobody fucking forgets shit like this, right? So when I hear like, people say like, oh, well, if I give you a shout out, your career is fixed. No, the fuck it isn't. It is never fucking fixed. It will never be fixed. Because there's always someone who's going to remember that shit. So, Fedmeister, if I were you, kick her to the fucking grave, build your brand off this bullshit. Because at the end of the fucking day, am I saying it's right? Probably not. But this is the other option. This is the way more toxic option, obviously. But it's way better than allowing this fucking thing, okay, to literally grasp you on the fucking nads and just tool you around. You know what? Honestly, Fedmeister, you have some really good people in your life. Because, like, they did the thing that you're too much of a fucking pussy to do. Okay? Because you don't want to upset this person you think loves you. Okay? You're too much of a fucking pussy, Fedmeister. You have some really good friends out there, and whoever did that should be fucking praised. They need to be acknowledged because that person actually has a fucking heart, dude. That person has a heart. Anyway, let's finish the rest of this real quick. Let's finish the rest of this. I just want to see what is left of this.
I was really...
Oh wait, hold on. Right. Give me 1 sec. There.
just so over it.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh. God damn it, dude. OBS is a fucking mess. So. There we go. There we go. Hey chat, I know that you want me to talk to you guys, and hi guys, I love you guys. I hope you guys are doing okay tonight or today, but like podcast, I can't respond to chat. I love you guys though, but if you want to talk about the discussion, we can. So, thanks for letting me watch. I'll go. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just re-chat real quick before I set shit up. Thanks for letting me watch. I'll go to bed. Have fun yet. Thanks, Bruno. I am now computer. I am a chat. And hi, by the way. Hey, Acer. What's up, man? All right.
Oh, I will also admit and try to be like as transparent as possible. I need to eat. this also stems a little bit from seeing different situations with others, sometimes feeling like people, like, I will,
No, you can't say it was petty and then try to
I don't
justify
know,
it.
I'll say some weird
Yeah,
shit
exactly. Like it's not justification.
or let it go.
You can't justify it. That's fucking
I
no.
might
No, no,
feel
no.
a bit of, like,
That's
personal
true of literally every public figure on the internet. You think
slighted.
anybody lets anything go
So
from
I know
years
this
ago?
is also a sort of a
And Destiny brings up a good point. I literally just brought this point up fucking minutes ago, and he brought it up too. It's the fucking beauty of being commentary is that we all understand this shit. You think because you're a public figure, everyone's gonna forget this shit? You fuck off with that logic. You are a public figure. You are not exempt from fucking criticism because you put yourself in the spotlight like this. My fucking Alinity video sums this up very simply. You are not exempt from criticism. You will never be exempt from criticism. There's no way for you to be exempt from criticism. Okay? Because you're a public figure. This is your job. This is my hobby. Right? I am subjected to the same points of view and criticism if I were to do similar shit. Just like Pokimane. Hey, Pokey, you can't. Destiny is right. You can't just fucking sit here and say, hey, you can't just fucking sit here and say, hey, it was petty, and that's why I'm justified for what I can do. No. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. 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 No, 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 no. That's not how this works. That's never how this works. I'm sorry. That's not how this fucking works, dude. You get everything that's given to you. Everything you've done, every choice you've made, you get what's given to you. It doesn't fucking matter. It was petty. It's justifiable. No, 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 no. No, no. Shut the fuck up. You caused this. You are all to blame for this bullshit. Therefore, it's completely justifiable for everybody to rail on you, including Fedmeister. Just the difference is everyone else is going to rail on you, myself included, but Fedmeister won't. Fedmeister won't. Because he really thinks you're going to help fix his career. I guarantee you, you're not doing shit. And if you do, it's only because after this fiasco. Because what in the fucking chance were you actually going to do that shit? Were you actually going to shout out Fedmeister and say, hey, guys, I know this guy fucking allegedly raped me, but Fedmeister here, go check him out. That wasn't going to happen. Come on, Pokey. You think everyone's fucking stupid? Do you think that was going to fucking happen? You think anyone... you think that anyone was going to believe that? You know, Fed might believe it, but because he can't pick up those social cues of, of deception. Because he's a gullible fuck when it comes to you. Okay? He still is, apparently, because he's disappointed that these documents got leaked. So what? Are you expecting everyone to believe, like, you were going to, like, sit here and willingly make a shout out because you blackmailed this dude? You know, the funny thing about blackmail is that you don't necessarily always have to pull through. Like, the misconception of blackmail is that you always don't have to, like, pull through with shit, right? Like, if you threaten someone with something, right, and because they have some dirt on you, you don't always have to pull through as long as they're dumb enough. For example, say, and I'm gonna use Hunter for example. Say, like, theoretically, if I blackmailed Hunter, right, I have dirt on you, right? Acer Cat has the donut lay. What's up, Acer? I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to scare you off with that. I'm more focused on this than I am actually chat this time. So, but say Hunter blackmailed me, right? Or I blackmailed Hunter. I have dirt on you. Don't do this, and I'll do this for you, right? But say, like, I'm dumb enough to believe that. Well, if I'm actually dumb enough to fucking believe that, well then I just got manipulated into not doing something and getting nothing in return. That is still blackmail to an extent. It's called scammy. It's called a scammy method to blackmail. But the thing is, did anyone fucking think for a second that she was gonna shout him out? I could tell you right now that wasn't gonna happen. And a lot of people, myself included, knew that that wasn't gonna fucking happen. When you read that document, you think back and you think, well, Pokimane isn't gonna do this. Pokey will never fucking do this because it's fed. Okay, it tears her apart. It not only tears apart her fucking narrative of this guy being a fucking rapist, but it tears apart the narrative that everything that she has said is true. That she's a nice girl. That every person that that subs to her is a nice person. Also, I also want to point out, because a lot of people pointed this out, when she was reacting to this, it was on sub mode. So, Pokimane, good fucking job making some money on your own bullshit. Good job, you fucking wretch.
Insecurity of mine, but also just being a petty bitch sometimes.
You can't justify that you were being a petty bitch. I'm sorry.
Right. The intervention after what happened between him and Yvonne. On my stream, I said how I was so upset. Thinking back at the times, I was worried about Yvonne's behavior and how much she was or wasn't dedicated to OTV, when in reality she was acting out a certain way because of what Fed did to her. And I think the way he interpreted it, and perhaps the way it was understood publicly also, is me pretending like I didn't know. But what I meant was that I hadn't known for so many months. And then there was a point in time where I heard about what had happened.
So, hey, chat. I have a quick question. If you didn't know about this shit for fucking months, right? How are you all living in the same house, right? And you don't know that this shit is going on for months, you know? I mean, it's possible. It's fucking possible. But you make it fucking hard to know when the person you're trying to fucking fire is the one being affected by this, and then eventually you're affected, magically fucking affected by this. Really? Everyone fucking knew. From what I've watched and read on all this offline TV bullshit, is everyone fucking knew you hated Yvonne. Everyone fucking knew that. Nobody knew you didn't like Fedmeister. But because it was viewed as that you were a couple. Because you strung that along. So I can't understand why people, literally anyone really, will sit here and say, well, she's right, because how would she know? No. How can you fucking willingly justify this type of bullshit? Especially when you all were living in the same fucking frat house. I'm not calling it a streamer house. I'm gonna call it what the fuck it was. A fucking frat house. Okay? You can't justify that. No. There's no way you would have not known, because you despised Yvonne. You hated her. You wanted to get her fired. Right? So, of course, this is a perfect opportunity for you to make the excuse of, well, if Yvonne was affected by this, I was too. But by the way, Yvonne needs to be fired. You get the fuck out of here, Pokimane. Seriously.
But I did not have full details. I didn't know about it to the extent that it was spoken about publicly.
This is so weaselly.
Hey guys, you know what? I smell a fucking rat. I smell a fucking rat in here. She's got brown hair too. She's got a brown coat of fur. Smells like fucking shit. It smells like cow shit. No. It smells like bullshit, actually. Bullshit. A bullshit fucking rat. You mean to fucking tell me you didn't know any of this information? Why? Why is it so fucking hard for people just to admit, yeah, they fucked up? And before you sit here and say, but August, she did admit that she fucked up. No. She said that she fucked up. But now she's giving the excuse as to why she fucked up. How hard is it to just say, yeah, I fucked up, I'm sorry, moving on, right? In this situation, that is not possible. This woman ruined someone's life. So it's not fucking possible in this situation, obviously. But the thing is how the fuck are you supposed to sit here and tell everyone that you didn't know any of this shit? You didn't know any of this bullshit. You know? It makes no sense to me. You don't hear it well? It's at max volume though, but here, tell you what. Do this real quick. I'll put it up to like that. There you go. So what? We're supposed to believe that like that everyone, fucking everybody. Thank you, Acer, by the way, for letting me know that. You mean to fucking make me believe that like everyone's gonna take your word? We did. We clearly did for a while there. We believed everything you said. Now we found out that that's bullshit. But it's somehow our fault that it's bullshit. But you're the one who strung the narrative. That's cute. That's fucking cute. I smell a greasy, brown-coated fucking rat that smells like bullshit.
I didn't know it happened twice. You know, like, I just heard that something inappropriate had happened between Fed and Yvonne. But prior to me hearing about this, which was at least half a year after the actual incident, there was a half a year of me, like, essentially, like, seeing Yvonne in a light that was false. Does that make sense?
No, you saw it in the exact light that you wanted to see her. And like I said, bitch, how the fuck did you not know about this was going on? That rancid bullshit smell is getting stronger. I bet that fucking rat is making a hole in my wall. Would she like some fucking cheese with that crap?
Relationship or friendship from one person's, like, venting journal entry.
I like how she didn't bring up the fact that after they had a clear talk about boundaries, that in December, months and months later, she was begging him to come to her bed and sleep with him.
Oh yeah, that's right! That's fucking right! I forgot about that. Thank you, Based Destiny, for this. Oh, thank you, man. You're right. You're fucking right. I forgot about that. So yeah, so Pokey had mentioned that she had set boundaries with this dude. But then literally fucking, I guess months later, she decided to say, "Oh no, dude, please come back." What she had fucking done. God damn it. What she'd fucking done is she literally made it seem like that she needed him. No, what she wanted was she wanted Yvonne gone, and she wanted to throw Fed under the bus for that. But she couldn't figure out how to spin those two together, so she spun the narrative, I want Yvonne fired, but I also want to fucking call Fed a rapist. It's fucking madness. It's fucking madness. This is literal fucking madness. How can you justify this bullshit? Listen. Tier 3 subs on main Pokey's channel. I don't know how the fuck you can justify this shit. I'm sorry. I don't know how any streamer, content creator could justify this. Nobody can justify it. This woman set boundaries only to then contradict herself and then fucking say, I need you back. What she just fucking did is said while she was looking for other people in her life to be, her boy, this Fed was her fucking go-to crybaby bitch boy. Is what it was. And it worked. It fucking worked. Also, Destiny, good shit, by the way. Good shit, by the way.
Messages that have no place on the internet, but
no, they do, because it's evidence to put their points, to make the point that you're a fucking piece of shit. That's why they're there. It's there to sum the narrative of like, yeah, this chick is fucking crazy. Okay? You know what, honestly, I have to take it back just a little bit. What I said a while ago about Pokey, about, oh, she tries too hard to be nice. You know what? No, I'm actually right. She does try hard to be too nice. This is clear evidence of her trying to be too hard. With the clear evidence of she's not really a nice person. She's not the neighbor, the girl's neighbor next door that everyone fucking seems to think she is. You know, every fucking person can sit here and say, "Oh, but August, she's like the best person on Twitch. She literally has been super nice to me." Okay, what was the narrative? What was the motive? You know, I've always said on this podcast that anytime you are doing something for someone like her, there's always a motive. There's always a narrative. There's always something as to why they're there. Okay? And 90% of the time, it's not because they like you, they like what you do, and they like what your content is. There's always a motive. It's a very slim margin, right? There is a slim margin of them actually enjoying your content. And you know what? Fair enough. I've had people in my life say that they enjoy my content. They enjoy my art. They enjoy my podcast. They enjoy all the shit that I do. However, most of the situations in this business, in the entertainment industry, it always leads to some type of motive. It always leads to some type of narrative. Don't believe me? Ask Keemstar. This dude has been pitched so fucking much in his entire fucking career that there's always a motive to something, and he already knows what that motive is, and it's clout. This is the fucking motive. This is the motive for this. But the motive here is also to not have this be shown. And the moment we see what this is, and by the way, I want to point out how nervous Pokey is, because this she doesn't know what she's going into, but it is so fucking damning. She literally, like, I can't fucking believe you're that fucking stupid to not only, you're that manipulative and smart to spin this fucking narrative, but then that's stupid to not have your PR team come in. Acercat says, "I enjoy your content. I appreciate you, bud. You're fucking awesome. Everyone's awesome in this community. You're all fucking awesome. I love you guys." But you're that fucking stupid to the point where you don't even you have this big fucking PR team for the dumbest shit. Like, hey, should I apologize for this? Guarantee you, when that situation, when she walked off Twitch for a bit, I guarantee you she was talking to her PR team. Guarantee you, 100%. Should I come back and apologize and explain my situation? How am I going to say this? Ballbox is a point, by the way. She sucks at apologizing.
Yeah, I mean, essentially, me and Fed had just gotten really close, although we obviously weren't, like, dating. We were, like, talking, you know? And we lived together. It's like, yeah, we were able to hang out a lot, and we worked together, so, yeah, we became close. Is it over, Bridget?
See, but you didn't make it seem like that way, though. You made it seem like that you two were together. And according to Fed, that's how it was made out to be. You made it out to be that you two were together. And even directly to him in those DMs. Okay? You two were a thing. You played around, you toyed with him, you made him feel like he was worth something, and then you threw him in the grass. Why? Because he was a pain in the ass to you. He wouldn't do what you wanted him to do. You wanted Yvonne... Just admit it! Just fucking admit that you wanted Yvonne fired. Okay? You know what, honestly? I don't think fucking offline TV will be around for much longer. I don't think it will. I honestly genuinely don't think it will. But I mean, hey, I've seen worse, right?
Rich burn forever. I think we are on decent terms, actually.
No, you're fucking not, because you blackmailed him.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this. I think we all want to move the fuck on.
You really can't. You really can't, and the reason why is because you're blackmailing him to make sure he didn't have these documents out. And you know what? Not only that, you strung this fucking narrative of, like, again, I say this because it's the main piece of this whole fucking thing that's happened. You strung the narrative in the hopes that he'd get his career fixed. You are fucking horrible.
That's about it. It's not like a bridge burn because, well, Not in the way it usually sounds, because I'm not here slinging shit at him. I'm not, I'm still.
Hey, chat, what was that she said earlier? Did she say that I don't know whether I should apologize about this? That's not shit flinging? God fucking damn. That's not shit flinging? You're not throwing mud? I don't know whether I should apologize about this. That's not shit flinging. Really? Really? That's cute, Pokey. I wonder if Boblax has anything else to say about that, because you've shit flinged at him too. And Leafy. Several other people. Like that's not shit flinging. Okay, well, Pokey, when you get back to the community about what you define as shit flinging, we'll get back on that topic.
Still covering up private information, even in the one screenshot I showed you guys. I'm not looking up dirt and blah blah. Oh my god, Fed's in chat. God, my life is so fucking weird.
You allowed it to be this weird! You fucking moron! Feds in chat. Oh my god. Congratulations, bitch. You played yourself. Oh my god. God fucking damn it. Oh, here we go. Here's the breakdown. Are we ready for this?
Does Fed know you're talking about it now? Well, yeah, seems like it. Alright, sorry, back to the questions. What's up? Fed did some really distasteful things that many of our friends spoke out about. And this kind of feels like, obviously to me personally, I might be a bit biased, but it just feels like an unnecessary diversion.
You know, I'm gonna point this out. Her fucking voice pisses me off. It really does. It like, I heard Tommy talk about this too, and Vault and all them. Like, her voice, it just doesn't seem genuine. You know what I mean? Like, it's something about her voice, the way she talks. It's very fucking smug, and it's very like, I'm hot shit. I don't like that. It's a voice that makes you want to smack someone. You know, like, I have that type of voice, but that's my genuine fucking voice. Like, I enjoy acting like, I enjoy having the voice that I have. You know what I mean? So something about this doesn't seem right.
From the more important things, though I do understand he feels that he was made to look worse than he is, but two wrongs don't make a right, and this.
Two wrongs don't make a right, and it made it sound like he's worse than he. No, Pokimane, you ruined his fucking life. You went out of your fucking way to justify your quote unquote petty shit. You couldn't even fucking apologize, okay? And let alone when was anyone going to believe you actually were going to, like, help fix this man's career? I'm sorry. Like, listen. If you ever, like I said, if you are a content creator and you're gonna work with her, you get what you deserve. As a matter of fact, if I recall, I think Felix, PewDiePie, was working with her at one point. So one of the off chances that Felix is gonna get thrown. Is Felix gonna get thrown under the bus now?
This document is just so wrong on so many levels. He was close.
So is fucking ruining someone's career and falsely accusing them of being a rapist. But then again, I mean, I guess two wrongs don't make a right, Pokey? Fucking moron.
For 2+ years. So, sure, he has a lot of text that could make me look sus, especially out of context. I'd like to think that I've grown since then, but also, if the worst.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Wait, what was wrong about the document? It feels like she, like, she basically laughed off all the parts she didn't want to go deep into, and then, like.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with the document, Destiny, is that nothing about it was right. It wasn't what she wanted. It wasn't what she thought it was going to be. And that's what's wrong with it.
Wait, what was wrong about it?
Stemmed from what Fed had done to her. and the fact that she didn't want to interact with him. So, no, he didn't try to get her fired, but what he did to her made her so unmotivated that she almost lost her position.
Can't blame that on someone who's socially inept. What we can blame is the bullshit of Yvonne wanted to be fired is on you. Because it was clear as fucking day that you hated this chick's guts. That you wanted her gone.
And I'm genuinely sorry to you guys, the public, if I didn't convey that message properly the first time.
No, you're not. You're fucking not. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? That rat is still smelling like bullshit, man. It's still fucking smelling like horrible, rancid bullshit. You're not fucking sorry. You never were. Okay? And you know what? Honestly, it's too fucking late. Pokey, it's too late for you to fucking sit here and justify yourself. It's too fucking late. The mask is off. Your image is destroyed. Your brand intact. And you know what? You're too big to fail. Your image is, however, destroyed. You know, there's a reason why I've always said that as a content creator, I would definitely try to be 100% transparent with you all. And it's to avoid shit like this. Right? This is pretty much verbatim what I try to avoid. Because I don't want to have the misconception of, like, I'm lying to people. Or I'm going to throw someone under the bus because I'm lying to people. That I have a narrative to spin. You know, let me be real here for a sec. Pokey says she is not a cold, harsh businesswoman. But her actions point out that she actually is. She is as a individual with a 17-year-old's mindset. Okay? She's a cold, harsh businesswoman with a 17-year-old mindset. She never fucking left high school. She ruined people's lives. Okay? She went out of her way to make sure that everyone else around her would not be fucking affected by this bullshit. Come to find out that bullshit was already affected, by the way. You know what? I can't wait to go on to her stream next week and see if the aftermath of this is still being brought up. You know? Let's finish this up.
But that's what I meant. And I, at the moment, was so caught up in my frustration, seeing that in hindsight, it had nothing to do with who she is as a person or how much she cares about offline TV, because she cares so much and she does such an amazing. And that led into all of these conversations.
It's more repetitive.
Like, do we need to get someone else on board? Like, meme.
She.
Covers. I don't know if you guys remember, but Fed slept in like everybody's room. That was like an active meme.
She minimized it so much. I can't say anything because I fucking can't leak anything. He was not sleeping in other people's rooms the way that he slept in Pokey's room. It's just not true. But you can all tell it by reading the messages. I can't believe she's saying it.
Happening, so it like becomes normal. And
It's obvious reading the messages. Like, do you think that he was sharing those types of messages back and forth with every other girl in the house? Does it really?
No. He wasn't. He wasn't. Oy. Alright, let's get to the end of this.
Felt manipulative because we're like, oh, we just missed out.
Literally eat my shoes on stream if there are DMs where Pokey's messaging people, where she's like, hey, do you want to play games? Or hey, do you want to do this today, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, sorry, I just don't want to. No fucking way. Come on.
Lots of miscommunication and such.
Maya talked about your clip. She felt like you talking about it without consent from any party. It's different from Pokey talking about it on her channel. No, she's lying because she doesn't want to go against her boyfriend, because nobody in this industry has the balls to talk against anybody. If you go back...
That's not fucking true. Destiny, a lot of people have the balls to talk about everybody, but in this instance, like, there's only few people who are very ballsy to talk about this shit. You in Twitch. Myself, you, and a few other handful of people, because I don't fucking care about money. I love money, but Twitch money is not my main motive. You know what my main motive is? Just having a fucking good time. Like, money's great, but fucking tearing people apart and playing video games and shitposting and memeing and shit is my fucking go-to. Okay? It's why I don't buy groceries every 2 weeks. It's because, like, money's not important. But, no, having the balls to tear people apart like this is... That's not true. There's a handful of people who can. You clearly know that, Destiny. But he's right. Nobody's gonna stand up to fucking Pokey. If they're directly involved with her, they're not gonna fucking sit there and stand up. We clearly saw it with Fedmeister. But where are we ending off tonight or today? Well, it's really simple. What have we learned today, chat? What have we learned today on this episode of Let's Just Get This Over With? What have we learned is we found out that a woman or a monster is not who she says she is. We found out that she spun a narrative that clearly doesn't work in her favor, especially when it gets torn apart like this. We had learned that she is fucking horrible at apologies to the point where even she claims that she doesn't know whether she should apologize or not. We found out that she also doesn't have the nads to just say, I'm not sorry, get the fuck over it. But we also found out that Fedmeister is too much of a puss to handle his shit. It took one of his friends, thank you by the way, to leak the documents. We found out that not only did Pokey play him along, but she toyed everyone else along with their half-assed apologies. We found out that she does more weaseling than we think. And, yeah. And basically, Pokimane might be the worst fucking human being on Twitch. No, on YouTube, no, that I'm Alex still has that. And Ethan Klein still has it on Twitter and shit. And YouTube. But, Pokimane, my monstrous fucking horrible queen, you take that crown as the worst fucking human being on Twitch. You are a fucking monster. You are horrible. You are absolutely fucking horrible. And you know what? As the old saying goes, you get what you give out in this earth. And in that case, karma is a bitch, ain't it, Pokey? Anyway, my name is August. That wraps up tonight's episode of Let's Just Get This Over With.